Good morning, it's Phil Bailey from Phil Bailey Photography and In-Motion Travel Guide. We're going to be cooking today, this morning, on the Primus titanium cook stove. And they're out of Sweden, so pretty good products. Here's the box that it came in, and unfortunately I didn't have time to do an unboxing video, but you can see me unbag it, so it should be pretty cool. And I got this for a really good deal. I believe it was $30 I got on sale, 70% off. And I'm going to show you boiling water, basically how long it takes, and just making some basic tea. Okay, so here we are unwrapping the Primus micro stove titanium. It weighs 69 grams. You can see that here. The Primus Micron stove. This is a camp stove, and I'm also going to be testing the MSR ISOPRO feel. This is my favorite feel so far, even though I've used the Burton feel and it also works just as well. This was cheaper, this was more expensive, but this is supposed to be a really good fuel that a lot of campers use that are supposed to be really good for higher elevations. And we're going to go ahead and get this baby fired up. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is just open up our legs here, and they just kind of fold up and snap like that. Get the other one, folds up, snaps, rotate it, and it snaps in place like that. And just snap into place. Just like that. Here you can see this lever right here. That is what they call a piezo igniter. And when you pull it down, it emits a spark. And simply, you can see that spark. Just like that. It's pretty simple. You're going to take your ISOPRO or whatever your fuel is and take that little lip and pop open the top, and you can see the little screw threads there. Then we're going to take our stove. I usually tilt it to the side a little bit. See if you can see that. Just point it a little bit to the side, get it going a little bit, and then kind of rotate it on there, and then you want to basically screw it till it's pretty tight with your hand. Okay. So there you have that. So first things first, we're going to need to start up our stove. We got this gas handle, and we've got our igniter on this side. When you press down, it emits a spark. We're going to start by rotating the gas dial away from us, and then clicking the igniter, and we've got flame. Then we can simply adjust the flame for our desired level. Alright, so since I'm not in the wilderness situation, I just took some water that was out of the fridge. I'm just pouring it in there, just to make a 1 cup of tea. That should be good. Well, I just wanted to simulate the cold water and the ability to heat it up. Okay, so with our stove started up, go ahead and place our water on top. Okay, you can see some of the steam rising up at the top of the pot there, and I definitely recommend using a top if you're going to be trying to boil water in an open situation like this here, but I just wanted to do a quick demonstration. Usually when I'm making or boiling water on a campfire, I'll have an aluminum or a stainless steel bottle, put it over the coals or put it in the fire, suspend it over a tripod or something like that, and it does a very good job. But I just wanted to boil with this pot or skillet or whatever you want to call it. And you know, because it's a bit windier outside, you might want to cover it. I recently experienced the flame went out because it wasn't screwed on tight enough, so make sure that the base is screwed on tight enough. I'm gonna check on the water here. I can see quite a bit of bubbles now rising and formulating. It's a good sign. On a fashion note, I just wanted to point out the Helitech Helly Hansen that I got for $37.40, 70% off at the Woodburn outlets. This is a very warm jacket. I use it all the time. It's not too cold of a morning, but this is definitely a very comfortable jacket. And I know that when I go to the mountains, this is going to keep me very warm as a base, not a base layer, as a top layer. And my mid layer is going to be some kind of a fleece, and my base layer is going to be some kind of a, what do you call that material, polyester. Alright guys, well, we definitely have more than enough steam. It's quite in my face. You can just feel the heat off that water there. And here beside me I have this hot plate keeper. I don't know what you want to call it, but I basically got it from Fubon, and it's just to keep my pans from touching the ground or getting contaminated by whatever surface, and just kind of to keep the hot plate somewhere where I can just keep it out of the way. So that's what we're going to do. It's more than hot enough, so we're just going to take our pot here, put it down on our hot plate, turn our gas off. Turn it all the way down until it's nice and tight. Kind of move it out of the way there. I've got my my little tea thing. I don't have the terminology, I'm sorry, but all I know is this is going to allow me to not get as much debris in my tea, and I'm just going to kind of agitate it a little bit. Now if I was in the wilderness, I'd probably have some freshly chopped up pine needles with probably like a balsam sap or a pine pitch, and I'd also probably even cut up some dandelions and go the all natural route. But we're just making a substitute here. Okay, so I cheated a little bit. I mean, you can see there's definitely some debris there, but you know, I just try to make it a little bit like a wilderness experience. I mean, sometimes I'll just take pine needles, I'll chop them up really, really small, and I'll just throw them into my cup. I don't even worry about streaming them out. I just go with it. If you're gonna do it, you might as well go all out, right? Well guys, I hope that helped. It's always a pleasure for me drinking my tea and showing you guys how to use the latest gear from In Motion Travel Guide. It's a series we like to call Base Camp. Catch you guys next time on another adventure, Base Camp by In Motion Travel Guide. Helly Hansen is definitely still doing you well.